Oh man, I am so excited to be playing new Dragon Age content again. The most
epic expansion to the most epic RPG of 2009! Actually, it's kind of disappointing, really.
Oh hey, Demon Joe, you telling them about Dragon Age Awakening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah,
I mean, interesting story though. Yeah, and great characters again.
Yeah. Disappointing.
Yeah. So should I kill you now?
Yeah, alright.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, it's time to tell you a little bit about Dragon Age. Yeah, it's a letdown, but don't get me wrong, it's a fun ride for fans of the original. And even though...
You're not dead!
Even though it was a bit of a letdown, let me explain exactly what happened with Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, okay, I'm dead! Ah!
The follow-up to one of my top games of 2009, you'd think that this one would be in the bag. Well, problems started early. First off, you get to choose between a new character or uploading your original character from the Origins game. The problem is, the new character, a warden from Orlais, has absolutely no backstory, no origin. So really, there's no point in picking his story. So I chose to upload my original character. Except for some reason, he got imported without shoes or gloves. And he didn't really seem quite right. From what I remember. But at least there is an option to load from any save point within that character's campaign, which is pretty cool, and that fixed my situation right up. In this game, you are a lord, the warden commander with your own lands and castle keep. With the archdemon killed and Ferelden saved, you'd think to yourself, there's not much else to do except for to clean up Darkspawn. But you'd be wrong. The remaining haven't retreated for some reason. And what's worse, a new talking Darkspawn has appeared, which seems to indicate intelligence not seen before. A new breed of evil. Now, I won't ruin it for you, but once again, the characters and story are the strong point. Would you expect anything less from BioWare by now?
No!
I mean, you get new enemy types, new bosses, 5 new party members. You even get Gimli. Oghren returns as a playable party member from the old cast. Sorry, Alistair, Dogmeat, Leliana, Morrigan, Shale, Sten, Wynn, and Zevran. The old dwarven berserker was my favorite of the old and the new bunch anyway, because he's the funniest.
Money. Ha! Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the Darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony?
And that's another welcome fact. The humor is still here.
I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-Lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes?
This one's a Navaran romance. Pretty spicy, too, from the looks of it. What's an Antivan milk sandwich? Oh, I see. I'll just put that back.
Now, as the lord of your land, you get to delegate repairs to your fortress, assign troops for protection, and even play a little judge and jury in small claims court.
You're not
also
paying
entered
attention.
my property and
You're
stole
not
out of the
paying
vehicle.
attention. She has proof, which she got from her bank.
Right, which she had to go
Why
to
don't you
after the
shut
fact.
up and listen?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So then how about the length of the game? How many hours are you gonna get with Dragon Age: The Awakening?
Okay, so this is essentially going to be a retail expansion pack. How many hours are you planning to add to the Dragon Age experience?
It's a really good question. Actually, the first thing that tended to come out of Origins that we realized is that hours was a really poor way to try to communicate just how much stuff was actually in these games. With the number of options that you have, party members that you bring with you, what side quests you're taking, your mileage is going to vary quite a bit. I think what would be fair to say is that, just like with Origins, nobody's going to be disappointed with exactly how much stuff is actually in here. It's as big as most full games these days.
That should tell you something. Yep. Time now for the bad news. In case you couldn't cut through that well-rehearsed corporate response, let's let our old friend, the BS translator, do it for you. Alright. Good to see you again, old buddy. Let it work its magic. "13 hours. 13 hours.
That hours was a really poor way to try to communicate just how much stuff was actually in these games.
Except that nobody said anything about stuff, weapons, equipment, none of that. We're talking how long is it? And I'm sure some of you can get through this a lot quicker than I can. What the hell? No wonder they didn't want to say how many hours it was. Not only that, but in this supposed strong story, this leaves more questions unanswered than it did when I first started the damn thing. And if this is setting up another $40 expansion, I am not amused. I'm not amused. This game is at least half as short as the similarly priced Oblivion expansion, The Shivering Isles. Now maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm a little crazy. Am I a little crazy to expect more than 12 to 13 hours in an RPG expansion for $40? Guys, let me know. I mean, I'm never wrong, but just let me know anyway. While Awakening is more of the same fun in the original, it is just that. Unchanged. No real measurable improvements. No fixes. In fact, some of the same annoying things that plagued the original, like the huge spikes and dips in difficulty. Now, I didn't think that was such a big deal in the first game that people were complaining about, but here I feel it and I notice it. Now listen, I did have fun with the game, and up until the abrupt ending 13 hours in, I felt I was getting good value. But for all of those reasons, that's why this game is going to rate a 5 out of 10, which is an average game on my scale. It's not terrible. 5 out of 10 does not mean terrible. It means average. Which is why I can only recommend this to hardcore DA junkies that need their Dragon Age fix. Or maybe hardcore RPG fans. For the rest of us though, then since it's closer to a full retail game, I would recommend just save up the extra $20 and buy a full-fledged title. For now, I'm gonna start on my second playthrough, but this time choose all the evil choices!
Angry Joe will see you guys next time on the Angry Joe Show. As for Demon Joe, I'll be watching